Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Charles, just back with another video for Black and Blue TV. Now, when you guys get a chance, please like, share, and subscribe to the content because I'll be coming out with new updates on the NFC East, especially my Dallas Cowboys. But tonight, I'm going to focus on the Philadelphia Eagles as they go on to play the Dolphins Saturday at 7 p.m. Now, this is the Eagles' last game, fine-tuned game before the regular season starts. And I do have a few concerns, not offensively, because I think offensively they've been playing pretty well these past couple of games, especially against the Browns. You had Gardner Minshew, who's 14 of 17 for 142 yards. He looked very good in that offense, and I see why he's definitely a backup for the Eagles. As well as Kenneth Gainwell. He had 11 carries for 46 yards and a touchdown, and of course Boston Scott doing Boston Scott things. You know, 10 carries, 33 yards, and a touchdown. But furthermore, I definitely want to see what the Eagles are going to do defensively because there's an APB out for Jordan Davis. Now, Jordan Davis was drafted by the Eagles at the 13th pick. You know, uh, Big guy, 6'6", 300 some odd pounds out of Georgia. Drafted for his run stopping ability alongside with Fletcher Cox and so forth. So he's going to ramp up that defense. I just think he's off to a slow start in preseason. I think he'll still be very effective in the regular season, um, simply because he's a very stout guy, and that's why the Eagles brought him in. And for rookie D linemen, typically, there's a learning curve for them. Not a lot of them, start off great, during the first year. So, give him some time. I think he'll come into his own as well. But preferably for the Eagles, I did like the cornerback play from them. They have a couple of young, solid corners who played very well. Especially on short routes, out routes, 5 yard ends, and dig routes. You know, um, they play very aggressive, and that's something I like about the Eagles. But my main concern is the run game. Now, during that preseason game, Jordan Davis was getting washed up like a dirty old rag. Let's face it. He didn't look well. However, I think there still needs to be a learning curve with him. You give him time. Fletcher Cox and those vets will work with him, and he'll become better over the weeks. But one thing I didn't like is that the run defense. The run defense played pretty poor against the Browns. On that first drive, the Browns had the ball in the first quarter. They were just running the ball at will. They were getting, gaping holes, so to speak. And, the linebacker was tackling, the running back like 5, 6, 7 to 10 yards down the field. And, as a head coach, I know he doesn't want to see that, So I think that, this next game against the Dolphins, they're going to work on that. They're going to work on, not giving up too much gashing runs, first down runs, and so forth. Um, but I expect the corners to, continue to play well. They have a good young bunch. Um, I think that, they're going to play a pivotal role during this season because, yeah, you have Bradbury and Slay and so forth. But, what about when teams get into, a no huddle offense? Let's say they have four to five receivers out there. What are you going to do? Or they motion the running back out there. Who's going to cover him? Is it going to be another linebacker or will it be one of these young corners? All in all, I think Philly is in good shape. They have a few things to work on defensively. Offensively, they looked good. Like I said, Gardner Minshew, he played well. And, I think they're going to get a lot of production out of Boston Scott this year, as well as Kenneth Gainwell, because Miles Sanders, he really can't stay healthy for a full season. So I expect those guys to pick up the production. And honestly, and this is a God honest truth, if the Cowboys do not get it together, the Eagles will win this division. And that's something that we do not want, especially I don't want as a Cowboys fan. But I could also see it happening, in hindsight, just being honest. Because last season we swept the Eagles. That was very pivotal for us to be 12-5. This year I think we split. I think we'll win in Dallas and, maybe drop one in Philly. But who knows? We may sweep them again. And if we're able to do that, I think we make the postseason because, to be honest with you, with Jalen Hurts and his new weapons, this team is very dangerous. The coaching staff has them in an up-tempo offense, that could really, devastate defenses because, When an offense, controls the tempo, it keeps guys on the field defensively. And on top of that, waste timeouts, just to adjust to, the offensive game plan. And for any team in the NFC East, they definitely don't want that when they play against the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, he's a scrambling quarterback, but he seems to be making all the throws this preseason. He looked good in the game before where he was 6 of 6 for 80 yards and threw a touchdown pass. Even though he ran for a touchdown, it got called back because of a bogus holding call. However, he looks like he's in total command of that offense. So, with that being said, guys, I look for the Eagles to win this game against the Dolphins. I think those young guys will go out there and play very well because you got to remember this is the last game of preseason. So guys are playing for jobs and potential roster spots as well. But that's it, guys. Be on the lookout for my next video. And remember to please like, share, and subscribe to the content because I'll be coming out with updates on the NFC East. All right, guys, you guys take it easy.